Listen vision, listen vision. DC's #1 recording studio.
Thursday night tea. Thursday night tea. Thursday night tea.
It's Thursday night tea
With Anthony. Thursday night tea. Thursday night tea. Thursday night tea.
It's Thursday night tea
With Anthony.
Thursday night tea
With Anthony.
News, sports, truth with comedy, community mixed with a little celebrity. Every Thursday night at 6 in the evening.
Thursday night tea. Thursday night tea. Thursday night tea. With Anthony. Thursday night tea. Thursday night tea. Thursday night tea.
It's Thursday night tea
With Anthony. Thursday night tea. Thursday night tea. Thursday night tea.
It's Thursday night tea
With Anthony. Thursday night tea. Thursday night tea. Thursday night tea.
It's Thursday night tea
With Anthony.
Listen vision, listen vision. DC's #1 recording studio.
Thursday night tea. Thursday night tea. Thursday night tea.
It's Thursday night tea
Welcome to Thursday Night Tea with Anthony. It's my birthday show. Yay! We have an amazing show for you today. We have credit guru Lola Afolabi. Also, we have super funny man from the Mark Carter Show, Mark Carter. Awesome. In-house funk master flex, M. Lewis, of course, funking up the place. Ladies and gentlemen, we have an awesome show for you today. Tell all your friends, share the live feed here at WLVS Radio at Listen Vision Live Studios. We're gonna go to this Lock Love commercial, one of our sponsors right quick, and pay these bills, and we'll be right back with more Thursday Night Tea with Anthony. Y'all like my birthday gown? Hey, the Matador Shop, DC. Welcome to Lock Love Salon. We're located at 402 8th Street Northeast, Washington, DC, right in the heart of the capital. Come in, let me introduce you. Welcome to Lock Love Salon. We here at Lock Love are an award-winning natural hair care salon that focuses on natural hair care and lock artistry. We believe in the inherent beauty of natural hair and take a more of an educational, holistic approach to natural hair to preserve hair quality and assure healthy growth. We have an in-salon marketplace stocked to the core, full of essential products to promote healthy hair, which we also use ourselves. All of our stylists are well-versed in all things natural hair care. Locks, extensions, flat twist updos, kid styles. We are here to promote your best you. Come to Lock Love so you can be locked in love, and we'll see you beyond the red door. Yay, we're back! We're back! Thank you for tuning in to Thursday Night Tea with Anthony. We are here live at Listen Vision Studios here in the capital of the nation, Washington, D.C. And welcome. I have some super amazing guests with me today. Hey, Lola. Lola Afolabi. How are you doing today?
I'm doing great. Thank you. Happy birthday.
Thank you. I appreciate it. So my birthday is Sunday, the 10th. I will be 42 years old. Yay, 42! Yay! Oh, yay, black don't crack. Okay. Yeah.
Really?
Yes, I will be 42 years old on...
You don't look 42 at all.
Well, I'm trying to, you know, my little beard. I'm trying to look a little mature and wise. But yeah, I'll be 42.
Man, all right.
That's crazy. Thank you. That made my day. Cha 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 cha. And I got on my little birthday robe. Thank you. Shout out to one of our sponsors, The Matador Shop. You can reach him at thematadorshop.com. Yes, I feel like a matador in this. We have Mark Carter from the Mark Carter Show. Mark, how are you doing today?
I'm great. I'm glad to be back here at Listen Vision.
Yes. Welcome back.
Yes.
You had quite the successful show here at Listen Vision Live, and I love your new show. Your new show is fire.
Oh, thank you. It's not that big, but it's Facebook Live. But I have used that free platform, and it's been going great.
It's
I get at least like 20
funny,
people
though.
watching.
It's noon every day at noon.
12 to 1.
12 to 1 at Mark Carter, MarkCarter on Facebook.
Yes.
It's an amazing show. We have a lot of topics today. We're going to dive right into them. And hey, Monique McQueen, how you doing? Hey, Boo. We're going to start off with prayers for California. Have you guys seen the wildfires that have been going on there? Look at this.
That's crazy.
I mean, the imagery alone there are no words. And people are like, I saw a video, people are like driving to work and the fire is like right beside, like how do you become normalized to that?
Well, when I woke up, and normally when I wake up, I'm hungover, and the first things I do is I go to the bathroom.
Okay.
And when I go to the bathroom, I'm usually like everyone else on my phone.
Okay.
So when I saw that on the live feed, I started immediately asking God for forgiveness because I thought the rapture had happened.
Oh yeah.
And I didn't, and I officially was not a part of me going to heaven, and I was scared to death. I was scared to death.
No, listen, Mark, that's so funny because anybody who was raised in church, especially in the black church, that's the first thing that came to mind.
Yes.
Like the earth will be destroyed by fire this time. No flood. Sorry, Noah, you're out.
Yes.
Yo, it is crazy. Show those pictures one more time. I mean, I can't even wrap my head around it. Yo, so many people have had to evacuate. There's like 100,000 acres.
Oh my God.
Can you imagine that?
I can't even imagine me going into work that day.
I couldn't even imagine 40 acres, but go ahead.
But going into work, 40 acres. But going into work that day, like,
what do you do?
I don't know what you do, and you really must need that Christmas money.
I was thinking about, like, yo, I need this bonus. I'm trying to get these gifts for these kids. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to just go through this fire. That gives new meaning to Shaka Khan.
If any day I would have used my sick leave, it would have been that day right there.
I mean, but you could because of the smoke inhalation. You know what I'm saying? Like,
there you go.
I need a respirator. But, yeah, prayers go out to California because that is just horrendous. It's interesting. Were you guys following the mayoral? Hey, what's up, Alexis Miller? The mayoral race in Atlanta?
No.
There's been a black mayor there for like the past 40, 50 years or something like that. And there were a lot of people running for, the seat. And there was a big thing with, race, of course.
Right.
And but I think her name is, what's her name? Bottoms? Let's see. Keisha L. Bottoms. She actually won the election. But now Mary Norwood is asking for a recount.
Who was the bottom? The white woman or
the black lady?
Oh, and so the white woman won another
recount.
Girl, stop.
Yeah, so she's like almost 1,000 votes short, but she wants a recount. And so the Miss Mayor Bottoms was like, it would have been nice if she could have just conceded, you know what I'm saying, we can just move forward. And come to find out that Mary Norwood ran last year or last election,
right,
and pulled the same thing. She didn't win, and then she asked for a recount, and the votes weren't there. So it's like, come on, Mary.
No one wants you in office, lady.
Yeah, the people have spoken. The people let it go, Mary. It's over. They wanted a peach.
She should open up a lemon pepper wing spot instead.
Maybe she would have got the vote.
Yeah. Because that's hot in Atlanta. Lemon pepper wings are hot in Atlanta.
Bottoms are hot in Atlanta too. So.
Hey-o!
Ding! Hey!
Happy birthday to you.
I know, right? It's like I just can't get enough of myself. This is interesting. The House passes a loose gun bill that makes it less restrictive to buy a gun. Can you just even wrap your head around it? It's bananas.
Wait.
Mind you, this happened, I think this happened like yesterday or the day before. Today, a school, I think the Aztec school in New Mexico, 3 people dead, including the gunman, in a high school. High school got shot up in New Mexico. It's crazy. I mean, when it's like we see that you're suffering, we see that the American people are dying, you know, from these guns, and crazy people are getting easier access to these guns. Oh, let's introduce a bill and pass it that makes it easier.
Yeah.
What are these people thinking?
I think that's America's way of saying this is how we're gonna handle it. We're gonna handle it in the worst way possible.
Okay.
'Cause that's I don't understand the thinking.
I don't
that,
understand. I can't. My mind is literally about to explode.
I literally thought after that concert in Vegas that we were finally going to get some type of, you know.
I literally thought
justice.
after Waco.
No.
No?
Because it was black folks in there. So
yeah.
it was like, you know.
Oh, yeah.
But when you got all those white folks at a country music concert getting shot at from Ohio, I would expect the government to be like, okay, we're going to do something about this.
I guess what happens in Vegas stays in Vegas.
Hell!
I'm just saying, like, why would they not, after that tragedy, why would they not put in place rules and restrictions to prevent it? It's like they want it to happen.
You know what? In the NRA, I swear to God, that is showing me that the NRA is probably more powerful than Illuminati. Because if you think about it, if you think about it.
Clearly they are.
If you think about it, something needs to be done where, okay, I can see hunting-wise, you know, you want to go hunt, you know, get some deer, some rabbit, whatever you're fan. But I don't need...
kill deer with rubber bullets, though? Can we just, like, do that?
No, you can't.
You can't?
I'm sorry. But I don't need an AK-47 to do it.
No.
Unless I want chop suey deer. That's basically what you're going to get.
I hate venison. Venison is so gamey. Like, I just remember my dad taking me, like, and then, like... to clean the deer and to chop it up and to, it's just, I just can't.
So you learned how to clean deer?
I learned how to clean everything. Went fishing, hunting, the whole.
Wow.
I think the last time I went fishing, I had on some knee-high Argyle socks and a safari hat with the net pulled over like this. And my dad was like, "Oh no, you don't have to go this time. You're good. You're good."
But that's good you say that because most people don't know how to do those things. And if it does hit the fan and we do have some type of war happening,
oh yeah,
I'm going to come into your house.
Oh, definitely. Do you know the first time I broke my arm was because my dad was teaching me how to shoot a rifle? But I didn't cock it in my shoulder properly, so the kickback, yo, what?
Man.
Whole shoulder came off.
Man.
Whew, know what you're doing. But I finally got the hang of it, though, so try me if you want to.
Bang, bang.
Okay, right. I'm not from Mount Airy for nothing. And Winston-Salem, Trey-Fo in the house. So the White House passed this bill. I have another bill they should have passed. This bill right here. The no loose hands bill. They should pass this bill in the White House because it will probably be more popular than the last. And I think I see Conyers in there somewhere, and Al Franken. It looks like his hand. But yeah, and then I contacted the White House today, and they were going to do a live feed at the White House Correspondents. I think we have. Where's the live feed from the White House? There's Sarah Elizabeth Huckabee. Are we live? Are we live? Is it live? Is it? Oh, yes. Sarah, did they just? Who's making that noise? Okay, Jacob, you are crazy.
You know what? But you know what's crazy is that when all this sexual misconduct and all this stuff is going on. I read the paper a lot. And I read in the paper in the Washington Post, they were actually like trying to figure out how to, stop it. How can we fix this cure? How can we? And I was like, it's real simple. Just don't do it.
Exactly.
Just don't do it.
I mean, they created an app so that the female interns and workers at the White House could alert other female workers to beware of men coming in the hallway, who was present that day,
Oh my
who
God.
is on fire that day, who has grabby hands.
Oh my
who-
God.
Oh, wow.
That is crazy.
This is
You have to
getting-
create an app to warn for sexual harassment.
This is getting crazy because, like, even right now, I want to compliment, you know, your lovely guest, and I'm afraid that she's gonna be like, "Oh, this dude's a creepy dude. Don't compliment me and say that I look good." And I'm like, I'm just gonna stay away.
But Lola
and not
does look good, though. She does look good. Just stay on your
She
side.
does.
Stay on your side.
That's what I'm
Mark.
gonna do.
There's
I'ma stay.
There's a visible
Hey,
wall.
this
Yes.
mic work.
That's what I'm saying. Like, you
See
can't.
something, say something.
I'm not. I have a daughter. Don't believe me. I'm
Listen,
not.
we're gonna get into that later because we have Teresa Concepcion today with Tea Time with Teresa. We're gonna be talking about sexual harassment in the workplace. But let's see next. Do you remember the young man who went to get a marriage license, but the clerk wouldn't give it to him?
Yeah.
And she had to go to jail. Remember this lady right here?
Yeah.
Is she? I feel like she was doing a Hail Hitler.
That's what I
didn't
thought it
like
was.
that. Go back to that last picture. I didn't like that one. Oh yeah, I don't. Or she's casting a spell on me. Yeah, So the guy that she refused. Of course, they went ahead and got married somewhere else. But how about he's running against her
Wow.
for her chair? Give me that chair. Give me that seat. That's what he's saying. Give me.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, so he's running. So now she's put in her resume, and I think this is her new job. There she is. She's going to be with the Ringling Brothers Barnum and Bailey Circus. Yeah, I mean, get her out of there. Get all of these people out.
I just figured. I just know that in this day and in this climate, with the way society is now, these type of people, really get them out of there, put them on an island by themselves, and let them go ahead and breed without having to populate the rest of the world. Because that thinking is just ignorant. It's just stupid.
It's so ignorant.
It's just nowhere that needs to be in our society. So she can go ahead and do whatever she wants. She should open up a lemon pepper wing spot.
And maybe she'll win the election.
Exactly.
Oh my God, it's like
That's what she should do.
Yo, thanks, Will Steen. Will Steen is like, hey, Will. Lisa Singleton, hey, Boo. Alexis. Leanne Fulp, Carver High School in full effect. Lee Crenshaw, my comedy wife. Bernard Newby from Kim and Newby show. I'm going to be on their show next Wednesday. Shout out to them. Pierre, happy birthday, Pierre. Yay. Hey, Bernard. Let's see. South Korea, the Olympics. The Olympics are in South Korea. Still, they're still going on with it.
That's kind of. I ain't gonna lie. If I was a U.S. Olympian going to the Winter Olympics, I probably would stay clear of South Korea. It's just too close to what's going on across the street.
I just feel like they're going over there to prove that America is great considering the president that we've had. Like, people feel like they have to go over there and prove themselves because he's making us a laughingstock. So through performance and through competing, they want to go over there and show that America is actually great and has always been great, and not reminiscing on something of yesteryear.
I just feel as though it's like, when you were younger and you would have to walk past that house that had that mean pit bull and you would like poke at it all the time. I think that's what Trump is doing with North Korea, to the point where this might be the tipping point where they might do something just to show everybody that
really,
we can do it.
it's right there. I'm surprised they're still going on with it. And Russia is banned from the Winter Olympics.
Really? Why?
From the drug thing that so they're all banned, but they can compete neutrally. But Putin he's not saying you can't do it, but he's like, yeah, you can compete neutral if you want to.
You'll find yourself in Syria.
Exactly. So, I mean, I don't know. I don't know if I would compete in South Korea. Like, it's too close. You know what I'm saying? Anything could happen. These people are flying missiles everywhere.
Yeah.
They're testing missiles.
Yeah.
Who wants to be doing a triple sow cow or a triple Lutz when missiles are flying over you? I don't care if you're Surya Bona Lee. I do not want to do a triple Lutz backflip. Tanya Harding, I don't care how hard you are. I mean, Okay, so Kevin is telling us we got to keep going. So we're going to go to break right quick, and we're going to come back with Lola Afalaba. She's going to tell us what to do and what not to do to your credit for Christmas during the holiday seasons. Don't go broke trying to buy all these presents. We'll be right back. Emily is going to play us out.
Thursday night tea, Anthony, news, sports, truth, comedy, community mixed with a celebrity. Every Thursday at 6 in the evening. Thursday night tea, Anthony, news, sports, truth, comedy, community mixed with a celebrity. Every Thursday at 6 in the evening. Thursday night tea.
Oh my God, it's like I woke up and I was a comedian. And then it was like I had my own show. It's crazy. Woo! Thursday night tea. Thursday night tea. Thursday night tea. Thursday night. Thursday night tea. Thursday night tea. Thursday night tea. Thursday night. Thursday night tea. Thursday night tea. Thursday night tea. Thursday night. Thursday night tea. 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 Thursday, 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 Thursday. Hey, I said Thursday.
Welcome back to Thursday Night Tea with Anthony, and I'm your host. It's me! Yay! And guess who I have here with me today? It's Lola Afolabi. Lola is from Healthy Credit Habits. We met at Lock Love Salon. Shout out to Lock Love in the house, one of our sponsors. I was keeping Lola, this is your second time on the show.
It is.
You dropped some credit nuggets for us the last time. I started my little credit process, which we're going to talk about, you know, a little further on down the line next month, 2 months, 3 months down the line.
Okay.
But today we're going to be talking with you about holiday credit. How are you
Yes.
doing today?
Amazing.
Amazing. I
Amazing.
love amazing people and people who feel amazing. Happy holidays.
Thank you.
Most definitely.
I'm feeling this.
I know.
Festive?
Matador. Oh, I
Festive?
just feel so festive. Thank you so much. Holiday credit. What should we not or should be doing?
That's a great question. Holidays are a time where, you know, you go out shopping, you want to shop for everyone, and you get to the point where, you know, as you're checking out, that's an opportune time for the clerk to offer you a store card. Hey, would you like to save an additional 5, 10, 15, 20%? And what people don't often think about is, well, how much is the interest rate on that card once I get that 20% today?
Because you're in the moment.
You're in the moment. You're high on life. You know, everything's great. You have all these goodies, you
And
know.
you're thinking about that discount.
That discount and not the
One
bill.
time, that
Exactly.
one-time discount.
Exactly. So what, you know, I caution people is to really think about applying for new lines of credit. The reason being, you know, you get hit, your credit score gets hit in multiple ways. For one, you know, an inquiry, excuse me, an inquiry is anywhere from 3 to 5 points on your credit score. And that's them just kind of peeking under the hood to see what your credit score is before they determine, A, are they going to grant you a credit card? And B, how much are they going to give you?
So 3 to 5 points. That's just for them looking at it?
Correct. Just to peek under the hood, it's 3 to 5.
Okay.
Yeah, 3 to 5 on average. And then after that, you know, you get extended a line of credit credit, immediately for you to use, and that can range anywhere depending on where you're at, anywhere from $250 on up to $1,000, maybe a little bit more. But
if you have good credit.
If you have good credit, that's important. But the thing is, a lot of people, you have to remember utilization. You have to keep that, 30% and below. Usually most people who have top tier credit scores, the 760, 80s on up to 800, they usually keep it between 1 to 8% utilization.
Okay.
So most people, when they use that card, they're using 30 to 50 to 60, often maxing it out. That impacts your credit score, right? So your utilization, if you're not within that 30 or below threshold, you get hit for your inquiry. Then you get hit for your utilization because it's considered you're not properly managing your credit. And then also, you just have to think about just your payment history, because sometimes when the interest is so high, you're now paying 25, 30% on that, $500, $800 purchase. And now over time, you've spent probably $1,200 if you're paying the minimum, if not more.
So I know a lot of people who, like around the holidays, they get this one card and then they max it out.
Yes.
And then they make the payments all year to the next Christmas.
Pretty much.
Basically,
Pretty
it's
much.
like a cycle. What can prevent them from doing that? What's the best way to go about it?
Just don't apply.
Oh,
right? Don't apply.
that's easy.
Right? And in some instances, people feel, okay, well, I'm in a position to do so, but you're also making an assumption that, life won't happen and other things won't come up that take precedence on you having to pay something that's maybe a car, maybe a medical expense, and now you're a little behind. Now your payment history has factored into your credit score, and that's, 35% of your credit score? So if you are late on your payment, you're getting hit on that, you're getting hit on utilization, you're getting hit on interest, and it becomes a vicious cycle, actually. People find it very hard to come out of.
So what should people do during the holidays to secure their credit? Or just not maximize the intrusiveness of
One thing I would tell people is call your card companies and ask for, find out what your interest rate on your credit card is, right? It helps to know what the rate is, so you're at least in a position to know if I spend, let's say $100, $200, this is how much interest I'm going to pay over time.
What's a good interest rate?
Wow, right now, I have a credit card that's at 10%, but I've had that for years. Currently, anywhere Prime Plus can take you from 12 to 13, 15, 16%. But you're in a position to always call them, I would say every 3 to 6 months, and ask, hey, do you have a better rate? Do I qualify based on my credit, my payment history? And they'll often review your file, and you may find that your rate gets reduced.
Because closed mouths don't get fed.
They don't at all. You got to speak up.
I think Mark has a question.
Yeah.
So basically, you're just saying, cut people off during Christmas season that you really don't love that much.
I'm saying.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
I'm saying, plan ahead, right? You can purchase gifts over time, right? Don't put yourself in a ditch that you yourself have to dig yourself out of after, your auntie, your cousin, your friend, they're enjoying the sweater, the headphones that you got them, but you're still paying the bill, So, you kind of buy it over time or budget, right? So I'm a fan of the saving snowball. I kind of started saving monthly, a set amount. And then at the end of the year, I had this lump amount. I could now choose to purchase gifts, pay off a bill in full, et cetera, et cetera. So it just puts you in a position where you're not having to use what you don't have to buy stuff for people that you're wondering 6 months later, why did I buy them that?
And that's
Can I
always
get it
the
back?
case.
Can
That's
I get it
always
back?
the case, but they've already regifted it.
Hey Anthony.
Exactly.
Hey Anthony. I told her earlier off air when she first came in. I wish I'd have met her years ago.
I know.
Because I just bought my uncle a present and just found out that he died Saturday.
No.
So now I'm kind of like stuck with this sweater that I know I'm not gonna wear.
I can't. I cannot.
What is wrong with him?
I can't.
Yeah.
I have a question for you.
Sure.
They tell you to get one of those secured credit cards,
Yes.
and
There's a mic right there. Get the mic. In
front of the laptop.
It's in front of the laptop. Yep. Go ahead.
so when you have a secured credit card, I heard people say, okay, just make one purchase, pay on that, then put the card away. Is that something that you would recommend to people to establish or build credit?
I would recommend that you use it, right? But use it sparingly, right? Use your secure card to pay for gas, pay a cell phone bill, pay something that's recurring that you would pay anyway out of your checking account. And that way that shows some activity, that shows payment history, that factors into your utilization, your DTI, which is your debt to income. So I would tell people when you put it away, it doesn't help you because you don't have any activity to show for the credit you've been given. And ultimately, over time, they will actually close your card because it's costing them to keep it open. So you may get a letter, your card has been closed due to inactivity. So you want to keep those lines open because it shows history.
So we have one more thing. How do you protect your credit during the holiday season?
Well, two ways you can do that. If you don't have it already, I would suggest signing up for some sort of credit monitoring service.
And that's what I just did because she's going to start working on my credit. I just signed up.
Yes, credit monitoring is important. It's kind of like, you know, an x-ray as a surgeon. You got to know what's going on inside in order for you to treat any issues, any symptoms. And most people are walking around with other people who are using their credit to make purchases.
Is there a particular credit monitoring that you should use or not use because some people may be faulty?
I wouldn't say faulty. I think it's really where the information is pulling from. We can talk offline, but there are options out there that can at least give you the information you need, alert you if something suspicious is happening for you to take action.
Lola, where can, because I've signed up for your services, where can people sign up for your services? How can people get in contact with you so that you can repair their credit?
Awesome. My website, www.healthycredithabits.com. You can check me out there. You can sign up for a free consultation. We can kind of talk through what your situation is, what your goals are, and, you know, things like that to kind of put you on the path for 2018, right? You know, you don't want to take old and bad debt into a new year. It's kind of like, let's strengthen our position.
No more debt. No more debt. Well, Lola is a recurring guest on this show, so she'll be back, of course, next month, and we'll talk about what she did to my credit. I'm going to use myself as an example, so I'm just going to put myself out there, you guys. But let's give Lola a round of applause for those credit nuggets. I appreciate you coming on the show. Most definitely. M. Lewis is going to play us out, and we'll be right back with more Thursday Night Tea with Anthony.
Oh my God, it's like I woke up and I was a comedian. And then it was like I had my own show. It's crazy. Woo! Thursday night tea. Thursday night tea. Thursday night tea. Thursday night. Thursday night tea. Thursday night tea. Thursday night tea. Thursday night. Thursday night tea. Thursday night tea. Thursday night tea. Thursday night. Thursday night tea. 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 Thursday.
Welcome back to Thursday Night Tea with Anthony. It's me, and it's my birthday show. Thank you for tuning in, everyone. We are here at Listen Vision Live, here in the capital of D.C. I have a super funny, hilarious comedian that's going to set the stage ablaze. He has a super funny show on Facebook Live. It's called The Mark Carter Show. You can check him out. Ladies and gentlemen, give a warm round of applause for Mark Carter! Yay! Hey!
Am I too high? Is that too high? I'm good. All right, how's everybody doing? You guys all right? Everybody cool? Yeah, everybody cool? I know, yeah, I'm all right. We were talking earlier about scandals, right? And that's what's going on in society right now. It's a bunch of scandals, you know, sexual scandals and all that. Well, one scandal that has hit me at home is that Kevin Hart scandal. You guys know a little Kevin Hart. He got caught cheating on tape, and everything went to the crapper. Well, it hit me at home because now, because of me being a comedian, my girl is telling me that I'm going to Kevin Hart her. Now she says all day, every day, "You're going to Kevin Hart me, aren't you? You're going to Kevin Hart me, aren't you?" I was taking a dump, and she busted in the bathroom and was like, "You're going to Kevin Hart me." And I was like, "Look, stop it. We have to talk about this. Why do you keep saying that?" And she said, "Well, it's because when you guys get famous, you comedians, you end up cheating on us when you get famous." And I was like, that's not true, because I've been cheating on you since day one. I mean, that's what I've been doing since the beginning. Why would I wait to get to be famous to do it? I stay consistent is what I'm saying, people. I stay consistent. I have a daughter. Okay, no claps for that. Cool. I'm the black man. Black man being a parent, no one cares. But my daughter is now what society is being called ratchet. Yes. You want to know one of her favorite sayings? For reals, though. Yes, she came home the other day, and I was like, "Baby girl, how was school?" She was like, "For reals, though, Daddy. Recess was the bomb." But then Deja had me like, "Guh." And then I was like, "What?" And I'm like, "Whoa, what the hell are you talking about?" You know what? As parents, the kid represents us, right? So I had to go to her mother. I had to ask her, you know what? This girl is out here talking crazy. We need to do something about this. She can't be representing us like this every day, all day. She was like, "What? We talk like this every day in here? You got me like what?" And I was like, oh, my God. I'm dealing with Cash Money Records every day of my life in this house. Somebody save me. Speaking of ratchet, I'm going to tell you a story that happened on the bus. Anybody ride the X2 in this city? Just one guy. And Anthony's man, he's the only one, huh? Anthony, get him an Uber, quick. He needs an Uber. He needs an Uber. Well, I'm not going to go so far, but let me tell you, ratchet conversations are graphic. Yes. I mean, it's kind of like this. It's kind of like when you're on a safari. You ever been on a safari? No? Well, if you're on a safari and the safari guy says, "Shh, quiet. There's something in the background that I hear." And then you hear this, girl, you might as well stop what you're doing and listen. They gave me the light. I would love to come back and tell you the rest of that story, but I've been Mark Carter. You guys have been great. Peace! Yes.
You gonna be up next?
Hopefully, I'll be tomorrow. Hopefully, somewhere in the city. I don't know. I have anything planned yet. But
where can they find you?
Oh, they can find me at Mark Carter on Facebook, comedian Mark Carter, also on Facebook, at Mr. Van Carter on Instagram, and at Mark C. Mac on Twitter. I know I should probably summon to, just basically Mark Carter with all that, but I don't know how to get back into my accounts and do that over again. But
that was a lot. Ladies and gentlemen, give Mark Carter a round of applause.
Thanks.
Now we are back at the desk. It's tea time. Tea time with Teresa.
That was cute.
That was cute, wasn't it?
So cute.
Oh my gosh! Welcome back, Teresa.
Thank you. Happy birthday.
Thank you.
Yeah, I'm over here feeling like Hoda.
I know, right? Oh my God! Am I Kathy Lee? Oh my God!
No, I wouldn't go that far.
Oh, okay, good. Woo, thank goodness.
Yeah.
But I like you being Hoda though. That's super cute. I should have wine too.
I know.
Oh my God.
It's your birthday. I don't know. You probably already have had some.
Yeah,
though.
pretty much.
Yeah.
So this is Tea Time with Teresa, and today we're going to talk about harassment in the workplace. Now, Teresa.
It's a very somber topic.
I know. Yeah. Now, Teresa is an attorney, but I do want to make a disclaimer. She's not giving out any legal advice. No. Wink, wink.
No, no wink, wink. There's no legal advice.
Yeah. There's no legal advice. Go ahead and put that disclaimer out
No
there
legal
now.
advice. This is just kind of general information, and the opinions that I express are solely my own.
Yes.
Yes.
Yes, and not solely of the show. You know how they do that on the show.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
This
Like
ain't us,
nobody
it's
else's
them.
opinion but me.
But the steps, like when people, I don't think that people are well versed in the steps to what to do if they are harassed sexually in the workplace. What's the protocol? Like, what do you do? Who do you go to first?
So a couple of things. There are basically two kinds of employers, right? If you are working for like a really small company or a really small law firm that has fewer than 14 employees, you're not protected under federal law.
Okay.
So if you work at
Can
a
you
really
say that again?
Yeah, if you work like for example, if you work at a barbershop or a salon that has fewer than 14 employees, you're not protected under federal law from sexual harassment.
Wowzers.
You may be protected if that particular state that you're in has a law, and sometimes cities have laws and municipal ordinances and stuff, but federal law doesn't cover you, right?
That's good to know.
So that's number one. So we're going to mostly focus on what is protected under federal law, and that's for employers with 14 or more people. You're protected under Title VII because sexual harassment is essentially a form of sex discrimination, right? So you're protected under federal law, and if you wanted to file a complaint, the federal agency that does that is called the EEOC, which is the Equal Employment Opportunity Commission. So what they basically say is, when they receive a complaint, they look at a ton of different things, like, because those kinds of conversations can be so fleeting, or those kinds of situations can happen behind closed doors, and you don't really have a good sense of what's going on. They'll look at the context of the situation, whether the advance was initially welcome or unwelcome. There's just like all these different factors that they consider. So not legal advice, but from a practical standpoint, there are a couple of things that I would suggest for people, and really in any kind of situation where you might have a legal issue, whether it's sexual harassment or someone rear-ended your car. Always document things right after they happen.
Yes.
And documenting could be texting a friend or writing a memo on your iPhone, or just something that, at like really close in time to when the incident occurred.
Yes.
You have documentation. That helps. That can only help you. Because a lot of times these situations are like he said, she said. And so if they can at least see, well, right after the purported incident.
You texted your best friend and said, look, something just happened. They can go back and look at that.
They can go back and look at that and take that into consideration, like what your reaction to it was, right? Employers are encouraged, I think, but not necessarily required to have specific procedures for that particular company. Again, if you're a place that has 20 employees, your process is going to be different than if you have 2,000. Right? Like a place with 2,000 employees might have like a human resources office that you can go to and talk about things confidentially. A place with only 20 people, you might not have that same thing. So, I think if you even just go online and just do general research, a lot of times they'll tell you, talk to the harasser directly if possible, tell them that their advances aren't wanted. Talk to your boss or whoever.
Because that's important too, making sure that the person knows that what they are doing is inappropriate.
Right.
Because they could easily say, "Oh, well, you didn't object to it. You didn't say anything."
Right. So then that goes into the piece as to whether or not it's unwanted.
Okay.
Right. If you don't say anything, then the other person may or may not have a case to say, well, she didn't say anything or he didn't say anything, because women can sexually harass also.
Yes.
And say, I thought that these advances were wanted. Right. So also make a record of you saying no or saying that you object, right?
Okay, so I have a quick question because we're a little pressed for time. Employers, can they be culpable? Because I saw this video of Matt Lauer. He was at the news desk, and there was a young lady, I don't know if it was Ann Curry or who it was, but they were gathering their things, and he was very stern, because he's kind of like a butthole. And he was like, yeah, hurry up. And then he was like, oh, but if you just... I like this view. Keep your butt right there.
Yeah, I think he did that with Meredith Vieira.
Oh, was it that Meredith?
Yeah, it was Meredith Vieira. He was like, oh, keep that pose or something like that.
This is actual footage from the video from NBC, the Today Show taping. Are they culpable? Are they I mean, are they responsible for this continuing? Can the people, do they have a leg to stand on if they sued NBC because they knew that this stuff was going on?
So again,
Allegedly.
Allegedly. But I just want to point out a couple, like, you have to realize that all of these cases are very specific, right? Very fact specific. So I think if you look at that video, like, Meredith didn't even pay attention to him. She was just kind of like, yeah, whatever.
She was probably
and
numb
she just
to
kept
it.
she just kept doing what she was doing. And so I don't know necessarily that, you know, someone could use that as an example of, well, then he, you know, exposed himself, you know, behind closed doors in his office. Those are two really different instances. I'm not sure. But if you look at, for example, like the Harvey Weinstein case, like, everyone's going to get sued in that. But, you know, like, now, like.
So they do have a leg to stand on because they knew.
It's not necessarily that they knew, but for example, like the Harvey Weinstein case, I think one of the accusations in this complaint that was just filed is that the company engaged in, like, civil racketeering. So even if it's not per se, you employer are responsible if your employees commit sexual harassment, there are other civil remedies that you can sue for, right? And so I think they're trying to figure out, well, what are they responsible for? And did they create this scheme that protected Harvey Weinstein? And what laws could that have violated besides
like
sexual harassment laws?
I feel like everybody has a question, but as you see, we're running out of time. So Teresa is a recurring guest on the show. She's a show favorite, as well as Lola. She will be back as well for more Tea Time with Teresa.
Yeah, I'm just giving everyone love for Christmas, by the way. I am not.
Because that's all I can afford. To
Yeah,
be
I was like,
honest.
you're getting my love. I will
Lola-
take
Lola
cash
seen
donations.
my credit. It's horrible,
but
so
you're
no gifts
getting
for
love.
y'all.
Yeah.
But Teresa will definitely be back soon on the show. Get your questions together so you can ask her. You can ask her and we can answer them live for you. And she'll also be back to perform. We're going to take a quick break and we're going to come back. We're going to play a game show called Black Christmas Conundrum. Thank you for tuning in for Thursday Night Tea with Anthony. We'll be right back with more Thursday Night Tea.
Oh my God, it's like I woke up and I was a comedian. And then it was like I had my own show. It's crazy. Woo! Thursday night tea. Thursday night tea. Thursday night tea. Thursday night. Thursday night tea. Thursday night tea. Thursday night tea. Thursday night. Thursday night tea. Thursday night tea. Thursday night tea. Thursday night. Thursday night tea. 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 Thursday night tea.
You can share. I'm sorry. We're back with Thursday Night Tea with Anthony. And we're playing Black Christmas Conundrum. So the first part of this game is a trivia game. And then they will advance to the next game where they have to guess what black people like for Christmas. So we're going to go with the first question. First question. Here we are, Black Christmas Conundrum. Look at that black snowman. Okay, so the quote is, ain't nobody coming to see you, Otis. What movie is this from?
Wait, can I see the options
Let's
again?
see. Let's put the options back up there. 1, Baby Boy, Cooley High, The Temptations, or The 5 Heartbeats.
The Temptations?
I'm thinking the Temptations also, but I'm thinking 5. No, the Temptations.
Here we
I
go.
just saw that
Lola?
on Thanksgiving.
Temptations.
The Temptations is correct. The Temptations.
Hey.
So who got it?
I guess Teresa did.
Yep, Teresa. Number 2, we ain't gotta be no weapon. Why you gotta pull a knife out on me? I ain't got no weapon. Why you gotta pull a knife on me?
Okay, can you read the options? I don't have my glasses.
Pootie Tang, Hollywood Shuffle, Juice, Boys in the Hood.
Juice.
Pootie Tang.
Hollywood Shuffle.
Whatever.
The next one, 3. Ain't that much dirt in all Louisiana. Get out of the damn tub.
Read the options. You can do
Medea Goes to Jail, Harlem Nights, The Color Purple, Eve's Bayou.
A color purple.
Eve's Bayou.
I suck
That's
at this
Mark.
game.
All right, the next one. This will decide. See, Daddy, sinners have soul too.
Oh, that's Color Purple.
Yep, there we go. Oh, so you guys two come up here. Sorry, give Lola a round of applause. Let me see you guys up here. Now we're going to go to the pictures right quick to end out the show. And you guys have to guess. I have to describe to you. Turn your backs.
Okay.
Yep.
All right.
Yep. Right
All right.
here. Go back
Okay.
a little bit. Back a little bit.
Back a little bit. All right. Okay.
Now we're going to start with the pictures. Here we go. On the clock. The first person that gets the most answers wins the game. It's only 10 pictures, so here we go.
All right.
On the clock, and they give these.
What the fuck?
What?
They give these. This is what black people like for Christmas. They give these for Christmas. They're wrapped in okay, gifts. The next one.
That was it? Gifts? What?
This is something that they brought frankincense and myrrh, but it's the way they
Three Wise
stage
Men?
they stage it.
The
It's-
manger?
Yeah, it's the manger, the three wise men. What is it called? The whole scene.
The nativity?
Yes, Black Nativity. There you go. The
God.
next one.
It's
Okay.
the lawyer. She's a
Pork,
lawyer.
pickety pork. They cook this for dinner. It's with pineapples and cherries.
Ham.
Pernil?
Okay, ham. There you go.
Pernil is
Mark
ham in
one.
Spanish.
So, so that's a 2. The next one. Not pumpkin, but
Sweet potato pie.
Potato.
yep. So what is that? 2-2?
Yeah.
All right, the next one. Who made this? I'm not gonna eat it if I don't know who made it.
Potato salad.
3-2. Okay. The next one. It might have stewed turkey necks in it. It might have a ham.
Greens.
hock. The next one.
Yeah, he won.
Are you ready for
Football.
Y'all both got that.
All
Go
right.
to the next one. Father God, in Jesus' name, I just love this place. I go there to congregate. I just
Church?
love it. There you go.
Oh.
The next one. Oh, that's it. Who won?
No, I thought we would do tie. Yeah, it's a tie.
I think it's a tie.
Yeah, we tied.
Is it a tie?
Yeah.
Tie. I'll take a tie.
I'll take a tie. How about
Tie?
that? Fist pound?
It's a tie! Yay! I want to thank everybody for coming out. Tea time with Teresa, Mark, thank you for coming out. Lola, come on, Lola. M. Lewis, Spotlight Over the City is next. An amazing show. We're here at Listen Vision Studios. Tune in next week with Amber J. Phillips, Devine Kerr, and there's one more person, Kent Booz, who's running for Ward 8. Tune in next week, Thursday Night Tea. It's
Happy
my
birthday.
birthday. It's my birthday.
Happy birthday.
Yay! M. Lewis, Jacob, Kevin, thank you guys. Thank you, DJ Boom. Love you guys. Tune in next week. Yay! Thank you for tuning in. See you next week. Oh my God, it's like I woke up and
Thursday night tea, Anthony, rules, sports, comedy.
DC's #1 recording studio.
Thursday night tea. Thursday night tea. Thursday night tea.
It's Thursday night tea.
with Anthony.
Thursday night tea. Thursday night tea. Thursday night tea.
It's Thursday night tea.
With Anthony. Thursday night